General Clark, in January 21, the DoD awarded Teledyne Brown Engineering a contract to continue production on the Mark 11 shallow water combat submersible. These subs are used to deliver Navy SEALs and their equipment to special operations. When do you expect these Mark 11s to be delivered, all of them?
I'll take that one for the record because we do have a timeline over years, Senator. But what I'm committed to, and I take it broader, is that this capability for a maritime undersea collection is critical for our nation to be able to work in the littorals and team with the Navy to be able to do those type of operations.
Do we need more of them?
Senator, I think what we have requested has been sufficient, and if we believe we need more of that unique capability, because it's not just that delivery system, but it's other SEAL delivery systems that we're putting towards to give variances of the type of capabilities we will need. But if we need more, I'll come back to this committee and to the department.
Good, thank you. Secretary Mayer, to what do you attribute the cost and time overruns of Block 2 of the dry combat submersible, an important asset for the Pacific?
Senator, I'd like to also take that for the record. That's a complicated answer that I don't have all the details on, but we'll get you a written response.
Take more than 5 minutes to explain that, probably wouldn't
it? Yes, it would, sir.
In November, Acting Secretary of Defense Chris Miller enacted the FY 217 NDAA requirement to elevate SOLIC positions to be a par with the other service secretaries, but last May, Secretary Austin reversed this decision, burying SOLIC back under the Undersecretary of Defense for Policy. SOLIC is still understaffed and isn't getting the routine direct access to the Secretary and Deputy Secretary. It should, as directed by the NDAA. As a service secretary, do you control acquisition and budget items in your purview?
So, Senator, by law, I do not for acquisition, but I approve the special operations budget. So the answer is yes to one and no to the other.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to say this, that, Secretary Austin changed us back, but this body really believe in civilian oversight, and hopefully we can get back to that somehow. General Nakasone, in July 2021, General Hayden said that the joint warfighting concept had, quote, failed in many different ways, end quote. Couldn't produce a victory against an aggressive red team and needed a new emphasis on space and cyber. Where specifically regarding the Indo-Pacific did the joint warfighting concept, JWC, fall short with cyber?
So, Senator, this is one that I certainly will take for the record just because I want to provide a classified response to that. There is some very unique things that we have addressed, but again, I think it's better to put that in a classified response.
All right. What resources to ensure cyber protections across the joint force have you asked for and not received? Is there anything that you hadn't received that you've asked for?
Senator, not right now. I think the broader question which the department is working towards right now is how big a cyber force, and that's a study that's being undertaken right now. We will grow by 14 different teams over the FIDUP, but I think that, in our estimations that is probably a down payment on a broader force that's going to be necessary for the nation.
How can we help you in this coming budget?
I think the biggest piece is just the continued support of our talent initiatives. We've talked about this. The importance of being able to grow a force begins well before they ever are recruited for any of the services or enter civilian service.
Thank you. I'd love for you to come to Alabama and check our new cyber technology and engineering school, grades 9 through 12, top in the state. Started 2 years ago. It is unbelievable and going to be unbelievably successful. We'll open the doors of its new building this year coming up in September, and we have over 150 in it now, and it is an amazing place of education, and I think it's going to be very beneficial to what you're doing. And I'm talking about high school kids. I'm not talking about college. And these kids will be ready to go to work as soon as they get out of high school. So hopefully one day you can visit in Huntsville.
Senator, I would enjoy that. I would also ask Senator to solicit your assistance for our academic engagement network for U.S. Cyber Command. We have 4 institutions within the state of Alabama, but given your long experience as an educator, I think your proponency within the state of Alabama could double that number.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Tuberville. Senator